Did you know that two people with the same abilities, knowledge, and opportunities can achieve vastly different results in life? One may achieve resounding success, while the other struggles or even fails. Can you guess the greatest difference between them? It is belief in oneself, or, in other words, confidence. I want you to pause for a moment and ask yourself, do I truly believe in my abilities? If your answer is no, you are in the same situation as millions of others. People who know they have potential but hesitate to act, dare not challenge themselves, and as a result, never realize their true capabilities. Confidence is not something you are born with. It is not something your parents or teachers can simply give you. Confidence is something you build day by day, step by step, action by action. It is the result of learning, practicing, facing challenges, and overcoming fears. Imagine a child learning to swim for the first time. They are afraid of the water, afraid of falling, afraid of failure. But day by day, with each step into the water, each breath, each small distance they swim, belief begins to form. And then one day, they swim across the entire pool without fear. That is confidence built through action. Remember, the success does not come from what you know, but from believing you can achieve it. When you believe in yourself, your actions become stronger, more decisive, and you create opportunities that others only dream of. Picture this. Two people face the same opportunity for a promotion at work. The first hesitates, wondering if they are capable, and ultimately misses the chance. The second, though nervous, decides to try. The result, the second person advances in their career because they dared to believe in themselves and acted despite fear. Here's what I want you to engrave in your mind. Confidence is not the absence of fear, but doing the right thing despite fear. When you learn to accept fear and still move forward, your belief in yourself grows. And with each step, your potential expands. We have talked about belief, the power of confidence that begins with daring to act despite fear. But I want you to understand clearly that if you act without recognizing your own worth, that belief can easily waver. Lasting confidence must stem from an awareness of your inner value. That is what we will discuss today. Imagine you are a diamond when still buried in the ground. You are just an unremarkable rock, but within lies immense potential, a tremendous value that no one has yet seen. When you begin to polish and refine it, the inner brilliance of the stone is revealed. People are like that diamond. Your value is always there. But if you do not recognize it, refine it, and believe in it, you will only see yourself as an ordinary version of yourself. So, how do you recognize your own worth? First, you need to stop and observe yourself. Write down 3 strengths you are most confident in, 3 achievements you are proud of, 1 challenge you successfully overcame. Do not rush. Look closely at what you have written. If you overlook these things, you are ignoring the very achievements that build your confidence. When you clearly see your own value, you will realize you are capable of far more than you ever imagined. Let us look at a real-life example. I know a friend who, when starting his career, was extremely anxious. He thought, I am not good enough, not lucky enough, and I do not know if I can do this. But he decided to write down his strengths, his communication skills, perseverance, and problem-solving abilities. When he saw these clearly, he began to believe he was worthy of opportunities. And from there, he dared to apply for a position he previously thought was beyond his reach. The result, he succeeded, not because of luck, but because he believed in himself before others believed in him. Here is a secret I always remind people of. Focus on what you can control. You cannot control others' reactions, circumstances, or immediate outcomes, but you can control your actions, attitude, and perception of yourself. When you act based on your self-worth, confidence is no longer a vague feeling. It becomes a guiding force for all your actions. Consider another situation. You walk into a meeting where you must give a presentation. If you do not recognize your own value, you will tremble and stumble and let the opportunity slip away. But if you know your knowledge is useful, your experience is valuable, and your ideas are worth sharing, you will step forward, speak confidently, and inspire your audience. That is the power of confidence, rooted in self-worth. Now, let me emphasize an important cycle: recognition, action, results. Reinforced confidence. Recognition, you acknowledge your own value. Action, you dare to take on challenges and do difficult things. Results. Success or positive outcomes strengthen your belief. The cycle repeats. Each small success builds more confidence, and confidence leads to bigger actions. One thing to remember: confidence is not about never feeling fear, but acting despite it. Every time you face fear, every time you step out of your comfort zone, you are polishing the diamond within you. Over time, you will see that diamond shine brightly. That is you, strong, confident, and capable of achieving any goal you set. Imagine this journey like an ancient tree. At first, you are just a small, fragile seed. But when you recognize your value, nurture it with daily actions, fertilize it with knowledge, and water it with experience. The tree grows tall, with strong branches and deep roots. Confidence is like that tree. When nurtured, it rises high, weathering any storm life brings. Now, I want you to ask yourself, have you truly recognized your own worth? Do you see the diamond within you? Or are you still focusing on your flaws, failure, and telling yourself you are not good enough? If you want confidence, if you want belief in yourself to become a true motivator for action, start by recognizing your value. Write it down. Look at it closely. Acknowledge it and use it as the foundation for daily action. We have discussed belief, daring to act despite fear, and recognizing self-worth, seeing the diamond within. Now, the question is, how do you turn that belief and recognition into real strength, into confidence in every daily action? I want you to remember, confidence does not appear simply by recognizing your value. Confidence is built through action, by daring to do things you have never done before, and by doing them consistently every day. Imagine a person learning to swim. At first, they only dip their toes in the water, trembling with fear. But day by day, they dare to go further, swim a little more, and eventually they swim across the entire pool. Daily actions built their confidence. So, what are those daily actions? I will give you 3 simple but powerful steps. Step 1, start with small actions. Begin with things you can do today. They can be simple, but the key is to act. Write down one small goal you want to achieve today. Do it with all your effort. Reflect and acknowledge that success. Imagine you want to build confidence in communication. A small action could be greeting a colleague with a smile, starting a conversation with someone new, or sharing an idea in a small meeting. These small actions, repeated consistently, will gradually build a confident, decisive person. Step 2, focus on consistent action. Remember what I once said. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Success and confidence comes from small, consistent, daily actions, not from a sudden leap. If you want to be confident in your work, you cannot just give one presentation and hope it makes you confident forever. You need to repeat actions that build skills and experience, and those actions will nurture your confidence. Think of that ancient tree again. At first, it is just a small seed, unremarkable. But if you water it, fertilize it, and care for it daily, it grows tall. With branches reaching high and roots digging deep, confidence is the same. It grows from small, repeated actions every day. Step 3, learn from results and adjust. Actions are not always perfect. You may fail. You may make mistakes. But the key is to learn from the results instead of giving up. If a presentation was not great, ask yourself, what can I do better next time? If you missed an opportunity, analyze. What do I need to improve for next time? Each time you learn from results, your confidence grows because you know your abilities are improving. Confidence does not come from never failing. It comes from continuing to act and improve despite failure. Example, connecting the steps. Imagine a student preparing to present in front of a class. Initially, they are nervous and trembling, but they decide to start small. Practice speaking in front of a mirror for 5 minutes daily. Act consistently. Each day, add a new section to the presentation and rehearse it multiple times. Learn from results. After each practice, review, revise, and improve. The result? When the actual presentation day arrives, the student is no longer trembling with fear. Confidence was built through action, repetition, and learning from experience, important reminders. Confidence is not a fleeting feeling. It is the result of a continuous process, recognizing self-worth, acting daily, and learning from results. Every action, no matter how small, contributes to building confidence. Do not underestimate the power of small, persistent steps. True confidence comes from within. When you believe in your value and act based on it, confidence becomes an essential part of your life and every decision you make. Now, I want you to ask yourself, what will you do today to build confidence? What small action can you start immediately? How will the results of that action reinforce your belief? Remember, confidence is something you build every day, not by waiting, not by hoping, but through action, determination, and clearly seeing your own value. We have come a long way. You have understood belief, daring to act despite fear. You have recognized your self-worth, seeing the diamond within. You have learned to build confidence through daily actions, starting small, acting consistently, and learning from results. Now, the question is, how do you turn confidence into real strength when facing major challenges and life-changing decisions? Challenges are not meant to weaken you, but to make you stronger. Confidence is the bridge to overcoming those challenges. Imagine standing before a major opportunity, an important project, a promotion, or a significant financial decision. You may feel fear, but here is the key. Confidence does not eliminate fear. It enables you to act despite it. Confidence is the energy within you, the strength that pushes you to step out of your comfort zone. When facing a challenge, remind yourself of the value you have built, your strengths, achievements, and skills honed daily. Remind yourself of the chain of actions you have taken, small steps, consistent efforts that led you here. Imagine an entrepreneur wanting to expand their market but fearing failure. If they rely on the confidence built from small successes, they will dare to try new strategies, approach new clients, and adjust based on results. Not everything will be perfect. De confidences, honorables actions, and action creates opportunities for success. Remember, your life is shaped by the decisions you make. Every major decision carries risk, and fear can stop you from acting. Confidence is the most critical factor in making the right decisions. Two people face the same opportunity. One lacks confidence, hesitates, makes excuses, and misses the chance. The other, though afraid, relies on belief in their value and accumulated experience, decides to act, and the result is opportunity realized, challenges turned into stepping stones to success. Major decisions are not determined by luck, but by your ability to believe in yourself. Trust your problem-solving skills and act courageously. Confidence is not a destination, but a continuous process of growth. Each time you face a challenge and act, you learn something, and each lesson strengthens your belief in yourself. Afraid of public speaking? Prepare thoroughly. Practice. Step onto the stage, and each time you do, you become more confident. Afraid of failure in business? Try small steps. Learn from results. Adjust your strategy. Confidence grows with each experience. The cycle to remember: act, learn. Reinforce confidence, act bigger. This cycle will take you from small steps to life-changing decisions. I want you to picture a friend of mine who started a risky venture. Initially, he worried, am I capable enough? But through belief in himself, his skills, and his experience, he began testing step by step, learning from failures, adjusting plans, and gradually, his business grew strong. The key was not that he was fearless, but that he dared to act despite fear, and confidence guided his every step. Keep this in mind. Confidence is the energy for action, not a static state. Acting based on self-worth creates results, and results reinforce belief. Each challenge is an opportunity to refine confidence, like a diamond polished under pressure to shine. So today, what will you do to let confidence guide your major decisions? Will you step out of your comfort zone, seize a big opportunity, or stay still because of fear? Let belief guide you. Let action strengthen you. And let confidence become the inner strength that turns challenges into opportunities and opportunities into success. We have come a long way together. You have understood belief, recognized your self-worth, built confidence through daily actions, applied it to major challenges, and learned to live confidently every day. But there is one more crucial step: living confidently each day, turning belief in yourself into an unbreakable motivator that guides every decision and opportunity that comes your way. Imagine waking up each morning. Before you lies a blank day, a blank page. You can follow old habits, procrastinate, and worry about what you have not done. Or you can rise. Tell yourself that today you will act from belief in your own value. When you start the day like this, you enter a state where every action, every decision is guided by confidence. And this confidence, I want you to remember, is not something you feel in a fleeting moment. It is something you nurture daily through every action, decision, and small success. Living confidently every day does not mean never feeling fear or doubt. On the contrary, fear and doubt will arise. But the key is that you still act. you still move forward and you still operate based on the value and abilities you have built. Each action like this, whether a conversation, a meeting, or a major decision, strengthens confidence and reinforces your self-worth. This reinforcement creates a positive cycle. Confidence drives action. Action produces results. Results strengthen belief, and belief leads to bolder actions. Let me share a real story to make this clearer. I know a friend who was once terrified of public speaking. Each time he stepped onto a stage, his heart raced, his hands trembled, and he worried he would fail. But instead of giving up, he decided to start with small actions each day, speaking in front of a mirror, presenting to a small group, recording and improving step by step, gradually. Through consistent action, confidence formed naturally. And one day, he stood before a large audience, speaking clearly, confidently, and making a strong impression. The challenge became an opportunity. Fear turned into motivation, and confidence became the inner strength guiding his actions. This applies to every area of life: work, finances, relationships, health, or education. Each day you live confidently, you turn fear into opportunity, doubt into action, and step by step, you build the life you want. There are no shortcuts, no magic, only the cycle of belief, recognition of value, action, reinforcement, confidence, opportunity, success. I want you to understand that when you live confidently every day, you not only change outcomes, you change who you are. You become someone proactive, who acts at the right moment, learns from failures, and turns them into valuable lessons. You become someone opportunities and success naturally gravitate toward, because your confident energy radiates an undeniable attraction. So today, I want you to act. Write down one thing you will do today with belief in your self-worth. Start small, but do it with all the confidence you have, and you will see miracles happen. When you do this consistently every day, confidence will no longer be an abstract concept. It will become part of who you are. An inner energy guiding every decision, opportunity, and challenge in your life. Remember what I said? Do not wish it was easier. Wish you were better. When you live confidently, acting based on your self-worth, you will not only change outcomes, you will change yourself, becoming a person who attracts opportunities, overcomes challenges, and creates a life you deserve. We have learned to build belief, recognize self-worth, act daily to reinforce confidence, apply it to big challenges, and live confidently each day. We also know that confidence must be continuously nurtured, like a fire needing wood to burn brightly. But now, I want you to understand something critical. Confidence is not just an inner energy, it is the strength to achieve big goals, surpass limits, and attract opportunities others miss. Imagine standing before a great door, a life-changing opportunity. Many look at it with fear, hesitate, and find reasons not to step through. But you, with the belief and confidence you have built, you have value, capability, and readiness to act. That confidence is not a superficial feeling. It is a deep, unshakable inner strength. It tells you, step forward, you are ready. Confidence turns small opportunities into big leaps. It makes you dare to set higher goals, challenge yourself more, and believe you can achieve what you once only dreamed of. Picture this: Two people with the same abilities and opportunities. The first lacks confidence, hesitates, and misses the chance. The second, confident in themselves, acts immediately. And the result is they advance far beyond. The difference is not in ability, but in belief and confidence in action. One way to turn confidence into motivation is to continuously set bigger goals each day. Start with small goals, but gradually increase the challenge. Expand your vision and push yourself. Each time you achieve a goal, big or small, your belief in your abilities grows and your confidence strengthens. This is how truly successful people create momentum, turning challenges into opportunities and opportunities into achievements. Let me share an example. I know someone who started a small business with a simple idea. At first, he only thought of selling to a few customers, but through the confidence built from small steps, he began setting bigger goals, expanding the market, hiring a team, testing new products. Confidence guided every decision, every step. And ultimately, his business became a reputable brand, something he would not have dared to dream of without confidence. What I want you to understand is confidence is not just a feeling, it is a tool for creating opportunities. When you act with confidence, opportunities appear. You see doors, others do not. Confidence turns potential into results, small actions into big achievements, and ordinary people into extraordinary ones. So now, ask yourself, what will you do today to turn confidence into motivation for action? Will you dare to set a big goal, challenge yourself, and believe you can achieve it? Or will you hesitate and let opportunities pass? Remember, confidence nurtured, reinforced, and applied daily will lead you to the success you deserve. Keep this in mind. Do not wish it was easier. Wish you were better. When you improve yourself daily, act with belief and confidence, you will attract opportunities, surpass limits, and turn challenges into lasting success. Confidence is not just inner strength. It is the key to unlocking doors you once thought impossible. We have journeyed far together. You have understood that confidence starts with belief, with daring to act despite fear. You have recognized your self-worth, seeing the diamond within, and learned to polish it through daily action. You have applied confidence to big challenges. Learn to live confidently each day, and seeing that confidence is a strength to achieve goals and attract opportunities. Now, I want you to look back at all you have learned and ask, what will you do with this strength? How will you act with the belief and confidence you have built? Life does not wait for you. Opportunities will come, but if you are not ready, if you lack confidence, they will pass by. Living confidently is not a moment, but a habit. C'est cycle you practice daily, each morning. You can choose to step out of your comfort zone, dare to challenge yourself, and act based on the value you recognize. Each action like this reinforces belief, strengthens confidence, and opens doors you never dared to dream of. Imagine standing before a major opportunity. Others may worry of doubt or hesitate, but you, with the belief and confidence you have built, know you are capable. You step forward, act, and turn opportunity into success. You see, success is not luck, but the result of confidence guiding action and belief in your value. But here's what I want to emphasize. Do not stop at understanding theory or feeling momentarily inspired. You must act. Write down one thing today you will do to reinforce confidence. Try something you fear, but know your value will guide you. Acknowledge your successes each day. And do not forget to learn from failures. Each step is a move closer to the person you want to become. Someone strong, confident, and successful. Remember what I said. Do not wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Do not hope for things to become simpler. Hope to become stronger, wiser, and courageous in action when you live each day with confidence. You not only change outcomes, you change yourself. Becoming someone who attracts opportunities, overcomes challenges, and builds a life you deserve. Before we end, I want you to ask yourself, what are you thinking? What is holding you back? Do you dare to start acting today to turn belief and confidence into the strength that leads to success? Hold on to this change. Do not let it slip away. Act every day, and you will see your life transform, step by step, in ways you never imagined. Believe in your value, act from confidence, and live a life you can be proud of, because in the end, your life will not change until you decide to change yourself